Villages have been flattened to make way for it. It has been protected from floodwaters that destroyed tens of thousands of homes, and it cost tens of billions of dollars to build. Welcome to Xiongan, the megaproject that Chinese leader Xi Jinping has staked his legacy on. Located 60 miles outside Beijing, Xiongan is designed to alleviate pressure on the overcrowded and congested Chinese capital, which is home to more than 20 million people. 7 years ago, this area was nothing but cornfields and swamp. Today, it is a metropolis being built from scratch. With a staggering price tag of $93 billion, Xiongan was constructed as a showcase for China's technological prowess and a means of displaying its urban progress to the world. In less than a decade, thousands of buildings have emerged, including residential compounds, office complexes, luxury hotels, and one of the city's symbols, Xiongan train station. This terminus is one of China's largest, covering the area of 88 football fields and can accommodate over 100,000 passengers a day. But for now, it remains eerily silent. There aren't many people around. You can hear a couple of cleaning workers, a few people in the distance, some security guards, but other than that, it's quite quiet. Despite its official completion date of 2035, parts of the city are already finished. The scale and speed of construction here are simply astonishing. Being here, you can feel that no expense has been spared in transforming this area into what they hope will be a socialist modern metropolis. Across the city, signs and billboards promote quotes from China's most powerful leader in decades. Basically, what it says is that everyone should persist without giving up, using Xi Jinping's thought on socialism with Chinese characteristics in the new era to unite our hearts and forge our spirits. Something along those lines. The success of this multi-billion-dollar endeavor is directly linked to Xi's personal investment in it, so much so that when the deadly floods of 2023 swamped nearby areas, officials demanded that Xiongan be protected. As floodwaters were diverted from the sparsely populated Xiongan into what the government called designated flood zones, neighboring cities and villages were submerged. Videos on social media showed people taking to the streets in a rare show of public anger, claiming the floods in their areas were caused by diverted waters, not heavy rainfall. The Communist Party hopes that Xiongan will stand alongside other successes, such as the technological hub of Shenzhen in the south of the country, a city that has come to symbolize China's transformation since the 1980s under former leader Deng Xiaoping. However, unlike Shenzhen's disorderly and sprawling growth, the new city of Xiongan is meticulously planned, with restrictions on which companies are allowed to operate there. The tech and space sectors, for instance, are actively encouraged to move to Xiongan. The city also enforces strict controls on home prices to deter speculators. Despite the arrival of state-run companies and institutions, people seem less inclined to settle here. State media boasts that 1.2 million people live in the city, a figure that has been inflated by incorporating surrounding counties into the city's domain, according to urban planning experts. However, when we visited the newly built areas, they appeared eerily empty. We're currently in a residential commercial section of Xiongan, and it's a notably green city. Unlike Beijing, it has lower density with a cap on building height, so there are no towering skyscrapers. But there are also very few people around. It's surprisingly quiet. Local authorities claim that 120,000 people have moved into these new homes over the past 7 years. Many of these people aren't newcomers, but locals from the villages that were demolished to make way for the city. At least 2 of the people we spoke to were quite vocal about the inequalities and frustrations that some local residents feel. Many villagers had their homes torn down and were compensated, but in many cases, the compensation fell short of their expectations. There are some newcomers, but many appear to be employees of the companies actually constructing the city, with construction remaining the primary source of employment in the area. Experts note that it took over a decade for Shenzhen to be recognized as a successful venture, but while Shenzhen grew as China opened up to Western investment, Xiongan is being developed as China faces the challenges of decoupling from the West, an economic slowdown, and declining population growth. Despite these concerns, authorities project that Xiongan's population will reach 5 million in the coming decades. China experts say that President Xi has invested so much of his reputation into Xiongan that he has little choice but to continue pushing forward with the megaproject. Whether this still largely empty construction site evolves into a shining metropolis of the socialist future or becomes a failed vanity project remains to be seen.